Captain Lightly here, going to talk a little bit about the science of fire. To know how to extinguish fire, we need to know how fire is created, how fire grows, how fire moves. So, matter, everything that occupies space and has mass, it makes up everything around us. That's basic science. Matter can undergo both physical and chemical changes. Physical change would be a change in the size, shape, appearance. You take water, you freeze it, it changes in the appearance. A chemical change would be one chemical that breaks down. It changes from one chemical to another chemical. For example, carbon dioxide, non-flammable, we breathe it. Break that down, take away one oxygen molecule, you have carbon monoxide, highly flammable. It's a chemical change. Oxidation is when those chemicals start to break down. They're mixed with oxygen. They create new compounds. This could either be a slow process or a fast process. But when they break down, they start to make heat. If heat is produced in enough quantity, sufficient levels, and there's a presence of a flame source or a heat source, you can actually have a fire. Energy. Exothermic reaction gives off energy. Endothermic absorbs energy. Fire puts out thermal energy. It puts out heat energy. Endothermic reaction is when we apply water to that fire. We absorb the heat from that fire. It creates steam, and that actually puts out the fire. We're taking away the heat from the fire. We're taking away the energy. Combustion is what we call when that that chemical process is breaking down quickly. It happens rapidly. Those chemicals are changing. They're producing heat over a quick period of time. Usually it produces light. Doesn't necessarily have to, but fire, again, produces energy in the form of heat and light. Two types of combustion. One is flaming. When that oxygen or that oxidation occurs at the gas phase, when liquid or solid has been heated up and it's breaking down to a gas or a vapor, we apply the heat source. Those vapors mix with the oxygen and burn. That's the flame we see. The solid fuel itself is not burning. It's those gases or vapors that are burning. Flaming combustion. A smoldering type of combustion is the chemical breakdown, that oxygen, that chemical reaction is occurring at the surface of the fuel. It may not be producing quite as much heat. It's not producing the vapors, the gases, so it doesn't flame. Charcoal, when you first light it, it flares up, but then as it slowly dies down, it burns at the surface level of the charcoal. You light a rag, it could just smolder for a while. It doesn't really burn hot enough, doesn't break down those chemicals quickly enough, so therefore it just smolders. It's still burning, but there's no visible flame quite often.